Hello, everyone. I'm going to very briefly talk about something which I came across recently, um, and I thought that it would be helpful for the psychiatrists, especially the psychiatrists in training, as well as our solicitor colleagues. Um, so, this is about depression. And I was involved in a case recently and ended up investigating the classificatory systems and the difference between the classification of depression in International Classification of Diseases, that is ICD 10, and the DSM 4, that is the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, fifth edition. Um, and I thought it was quite important to highlight some of the differences from the medical legal point of view. So, in the United Kingdom, primarily we use um, ICD 11, that is the International Classification of Diseases for Mental Health Classificatory System, and the DSM 5, that is the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, fifth edition, that is primarily used as a supplementary tool. Um, the ICD 11 is the standard for the NHS, that is National Health Service in UK, for NHS coding and recording, and aligns with the public health initiatives and global data comparisons. Mental health professionals are trained here in the United Kingdom on the ICD 11 framework. The DSM 5 is used in specialist services and research due to its detailed criteria. So, the classification uh, of depression between ICD 11 and DSM 5 differs significantly. So, the ICD 11 uses the term depressive disorders and provides subcategories like single episode depressive disorder or recurrent depressive disorder, dysthymic disorder, and mixed anxiety and depressive disorder. While DSM 5 refers to major depressive disorder and related disorders, and that is grouped under umbrella term of depressive disorders. And the subcategories mainly includes persistent depressive disorder that basically is a difference from DSM-4 in the sense that it merges the dysthymia and chronic major depression. So the persistent depressive disorder merges dysthymia and chronic major depression in DSM-5. Then we have disruptive mood dysregulation disorder, which is specific to children. And then we have premenstrual dysphoric disorder, which is specific to women. Um, DSM 5 has merged, as I was explaining, chronic major depression and dysthymia into persistent depressive disorder. Um, ICD 11, on the other hand, retains the term dysthymia to basically emphasize the long standing, less severe depressive states. Also, dysthymia is distinguished from major depressive disorder by its chronic low grade depression. Now, by definition, in ICD-11, dysthymia, dysthymic disorder is a persistent depressive disorder that lasts for 2+ years. It is accompanied by additional symptoms like diminished interest, reduced concentration, low self-worth, hopelessness, sleep and appetite disturbances, low energy and fatigue. The additional clinical feature that highlights the common co-occurrence with other mental disorders such as anxiety is also present at times. The important thing to keep in mind is that the illness course may fluctuate between dysthymia and symptoms of major depressive disorder. And finally, the differentiation of dysthymic disorder from single episode and recurrent depressive disorder is based on symptoms, number, duration, and the course. While dysthymic disorder is chronic and persistent, depressive disorders are episodic with potential periods of partial remission. Thank you very much.